Good day, lords and ladies. Welcome back to the last spell. Last episode, we fought pretty hard and managed to pull off a fairly solid win, a bit of damage that we've had to repair, not going to lie. But we managed to do okay, but now we have the big waves are coming in. So that's going to be fun. First things first, let's have a look at what we have at disposal. Some various different kinds of traps, rerolls, uncommon weapon unlocks. Omen of Vigor is always good, but that's super expensive. Really, we have a lot of the unlocks, 44% as you can see. Well, we have a lot of the favours, basically, 44%. Unlocked. Most of the ones that are left are just omens. I mean, to be honest, most of the omens, unless you're going particular runs which are to unlock certain unlocks, I've never really. Some of them are useful, but stuff like Omen of Second Essence, some of them are okay, but they're not going to have like direct impact. Some of these will, like slow traps, damage traps, stun traps. But the thing is, they all look like distractions from getting stuff like the XP gain, more uncommon items, the rerolls, more uncommon level up perks, like rerolls. Those are the things that look important. And then there's these ones which are all to do with making and crafting weapons, buying or crafting helmets. Actually, that one's pretty close. If we could get that done, that'd actually be pretty potent to get. Everyone starting with a helmet is actually a pretty good way of saving money in the long run. 4 of our heroes also leveled up. We've also got an individual that needs some mana replacement as well. I might need to build another mana well, to be honest. Yeah, but first of all, let's take care of the levels. So, this is our mage. Having more base mana would be good. Yeah, more base mana would be good, though. Let's see what we can get with a reroll. Health, critical. Actually, getting her critical up wouldn't be terrible because she does have the that perk, which is really powerful if we can kick it into high gear. Critical power, daily mana regen. No, I'm going to keep giving her more poison damage because her orb does pump out the poison. So being able to basically reliably do a lot of poison per round is still really good for her. Exposed in essence, when attacking from mana consumer skill, the attack gets 50% critical power. That's not bad. She has pretty much everything unlocked right now, and 3 isolated units killed, restore 1 action point, critical power. When attacking a tile within the haven, the attackers gets accuracy and total damage. Very good for finishing off whenever the hero uses dodge. Big Game Hunt, when attacking an enemy with at least 600 max health, the attack gets 20% total damage increased by 2% every additional. Yeah, that's actually pretty powerful, to be honest. And since we are using her for a VIP snipe, that actually would probably be good. Critical power, when all attacks ignore half of the target resistance. This effect can be accumulated with the amount of damage, a unique property which ignores all of the target resistance. So actually that's probably what we want to get. Because that means we just bypass resistance full stop. So for her, that's really powerful. Okay, for you, who are basically our battle mage, critical isn't great. Resistance, accuracy, dodge, all mediocre. More damage is just straight up good for you. Propagation bounce, healing received, momentum, stun chance. Skill range is nice, actually. But I'm going to get mana regen, because your mana's also down. Okay. For you, head on isn't great. Every 7 mana spent, 1 action point. Can't save with that. Blink is not bad to get, but I have got the teleportation stuff in place, which would allow us to use it without him having to have that. That's not great. Well, it's not great for his build. Probably Energize is a good one to get. Quick reload. Just trying to think. Critical power. His critical isn't high though, so that's not worth it. Energize is probably the best bet, and then we can get stuff like mana collection or boom. That would be useful for him. Level 8. Okay. More movement for her would be really good. To be honest, just being able to get around the battlefield is really vital. And daily health regen gives her more armor as well. Okay. So if we're going down this tree, 50% of health received. All the enemy's armor, all the hero's armor is transformed to health, which makes them like have a ton of health. But we didn't really build her as a dodge build. She's got the book, which can help out in some situations, but I'd never really spec'd her for it. So if push comes to shove, we can just like turn off the book to give her 50% more damage. Actually, that's probably just a straight up benefit for her. Because organic armor isn't great. Berserker is really good. Septic Shock is powerful. Toxic Leech is also pretty powerful for her as well. Because with that and with Vampire, it means that she can heal relatively quickly. So I'm going to stay down there, and then we're going to get basically the potent toxin stuff rolling for her. Action points. Not even going to doubt it. Action points are just so good. Yeah, daily mana regen. But for a ranged character like her is really important. Every 12 units killed at distance of 4 or more. Good, but at this point in the game, not great. Bully. I mean, for every 12 units killed at distance of 4 or more, well, that's fine until we start to get overwhelmed, and then that won't work. So I need something that will boost us in the long run. And this no trinket wouldn't be bad for her, to be honest. A quick reload would also be really good for some of her abilities. Either quick reload or runic gift to get another trinket. Something to boost her skills up more. Or we can get a quick reload. I'm probably going to go with the trinket, to be honest. Okay. That's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. Okay. And the stuff we got... Health. Actually, for her, daily mana regen, though, hurts. With physical damage and accuracy... Need to check something 1 second. That's an offhand, so we can give it to her to buff her bounce. Okay. So I'm inclined for basically either this, but the -3 to mana regen doesn't seem that great, to be honest. Versus this, which is resistance, dodge, magical damage. I'm probably going to grab this and give it to my mage because of the bounce effect. Movement. That's really a rogue build as well, isn't it? Critical. I mean... Critical, actually, to be honest, a critical build for her isn't too bad. Accuracy, dodge. Critical for her would also be good. We're trading out a lot of accuracy, though. We're trading out 9 points of accuracy. 9% accuracy for opportunities and movement, critical. So if we grab this, who's the person that benefits from it the most? What's her accuracy looking like? Oh, it's only coming from the clothing? Okay. Getting her critical up would be good as well. What's our arts looking at there? Her critical isn't great. Dodge and range, her armor's rubbish. But she needs all the help that she can get, really. And getting more opportunism is always really good. Yeah, her actually going down is okay. Yeah, opportunism isn't bad. Having that as well, magical damage for her is pretty impactful, to be honest. Because he's our primary mage, so everything that he does that uses magical damage, resistance, dodge, and block. So her having that goes up as well. So about that's 159. .151. So it's not a massive amount, but it's a little boost. Plus the block never hurts. Plus some more dodge. And resistance, which is always nice. Okay. Now, before we build anything, is there anything really in the shop I want? I'd love to get something to increase the opportunism, to be honest. That is obscene. Magic damage, range damage, reliability. I'm going to have to get that. Like, just the boost to damage output alone is really good. Reliability, that's really good. Really expensive, though. So if I get it, it eats into a huge chunk. Okay. Huge chunk of money gone. Mana potions. Potion of Strength is probably actually a pretty good use, especially when we start having lots of enemies pop up. So we'll grab that. We'll hit the reroll. And I'm fishing for... That is nice, but propagation bounce -1 hurts. Improved spellbook would be good. Actually, now that I think about it. Nah, that nuffs her magic poison, which is the thing I need to get. Helmets would be good. Does anyone without a helmet really needs one? The extra movements wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, for him, having something like that would be good. So it's... That's all pretty much the same, except you get more health received, okay. We do another reroll. And I'm still looking... That's got to be good to have as a trinket. Critical power, axi resistance, axi mana. Put that on our archer. Nah, okay. That's a lot of armor. To be honest, I am probably going to grab that. One more reroll, hoping for... Yeah, we still can't get what we need. That's really annoying. Okay, I'm not going to start because I've only got so much limited ammo money, and I really want to basically buy a couple more things. Predominantly, I need to buy another mana fountain, and with what we have left, because all of our mages are starting to get a wee bit low. Let's see. What's gift? Is that Benedictine restore gift? So I will pay some money to get both of these upgraded. And I'm going to sell off these low-ranked items just to get some extra cash. Extra health, block, lightning spell, uses per night. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad to buy. So either we buy that, or is there anything else that really tracks my fancy? Critical power, no. Yeah, okay. In that case, I will grab the spell book. Okay. So that done. First things first. You're going to get... So either that or that accuracy goes through the roof. No, but this is better. Just straight up damage increase. Reliability up to... Yeah, that's really great for the range unit. Mana regen. Plus one to skill range is also really nice. But the loss of... I'm not going to lie, the loss of mana regen hurts. Yeah, the loss of mana regen really hurts. So you can't take it. But that hurts her more to lose. He needs to have poison. 12 damage is just too good to give up on her. Yeah, losing a little bit of mana regen is not the end of the world. We just have to be a bit more careful with how we use it. Plus, we do have ways of both buffing it up. 20% extra damage for 2 rounds is really good. Especially when we have to start doing AoE or have to snipe really nasty enemies. So you can have that. Having the spell book isn't too bad for a ranged character. She's already got that in her pocket. I am giving it to her though, because it means that when she needs to, she can basically just use it to clear out hordes of enemies that are like if he's getting overwhelmed. Okay. You lose damage if we give that to him, unfortunately. Armor for him would be good, because he's still getting into the thick of it. So he's got that helmet. And I'm going to give him the helmet because it at least allows him to like slog it out if they start to breach and we have to fall back on using his axe. So he's a bit of a tanky boy now, which is nice. Okay. Construction-wise is where it starts to hurt. So I want to put down a gate. Well, I need to put 2 down, really. So I'm going to push from here and push from here. So putting a gate here. Putting a gate here would allow us to rapidly go across the map. So it means that if we have to, a defender can leg it to here and then pop across to help here, which isn't too bad. Okay. Right there, so they're going straight on this time, which isn't great. I am going to reinforce this wall. This is going to be their main part where they're going to hit here as well. Okay. Upgrade that. I'm going to reinforce this section here. Okay. I mean, it's not great, not going to lie. It's not the best defense. This line of wall is pretty tough now. So it will take him a bit more time to chew through. This line of wall is still pretty weak. And they're pushing hard. It does mean I need to have probably you here to just pummel the enemies for as long as possible before they can get in contact with the wall. You, and I need to have a range unit down here. The problem is he's really not suited for either of these fronts. This is probably the one that he's best at. Especially if they get close enough to get near the walls, you can start really heavily hitting them and they get congregated with the poison. To be honest, neither of these areas are great. So I'm probably going to have to do it like this. I mean, if push comes to shove, I can chuck one of my range units through here to go and help the other range unit. It's not the best situation. You handling this sector is fine because you're relatively able to do a lot of damage. I'm worried about this area. It's big, it's open, which is why I'm relying on just your sheer range to basically help. But it's not perfect. And here I'm relying upon the fact that they're going to be bunched up and we can hit them with a lot of AoE. And just kill people in bulk. I mean, to be honest, we probably want to have you down off the tower and have you somewhere like here in the gateway for as long as possible. Just so you can really like start hammering the enemy for as long as possible. I mean, it's going to be a nasty night. We're what? 2 nights off the... Well, we'll basically this next fight and then the fight after is basically the boss fight. From the look at the enemy display, most of it's going to be basic horde with a couple of unknowns, which are probably going to be elites. Either flyers or I expect at least one elite in like one elite type coming in this wave. Which is never great. And this side's not great. We do have defensive in place. We have some defenses here. This corner's quite strong. This corner's quite strong. Just have to hope, which is never a good thing in this game. Hope gets you killed really easily. But yes, I've been Cornish-knight. Next episode we will be basically smashing into the second to last night and hopefully surviving. And I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.